Saint Hedwig is also known as Saint Hedwig of Silesia or Saint Hedwig of Andex. She represents the country of Poland. They had no records of the exact month or date that she was born, but they did know that she was born in 1174 at Andex Castle in the Duchy of Bavaria. She was the daughter of Count Berthold IV of Andex and Agnes of Walden. She had three other sisters, Agnes, Gertrude, and Matilda, as well as four brothers, with a total of 8 children in her family. After Hedwig was educated at a monastery, when she was 12 she married Henry I of Silesia when he was 18 in 1186. They had their first child in 1190, and by 1208 they had 7 lovely children. When her husband's father died, Henry became the Duke of Silesia. But the thing was, usually the wives stayed home doing some needlework or dancing, but Henry really needed Hedwig and depended on her for help in governing the country. Hedwig became a widow when her husband died in 1238. She then buried him at a Cistercian monastery of nuns. After becoming a widow, she decided to give away all her fortune and move into the monastery, which happened to be led by her daughter Gertrude. Hedwig decided to dedicate herself to spread Christianity, care for the poor and sick, and the founding of women's monasteries. She was said to be a very kind woman, and everyone loved her for that. She founded a hospital for lepers and also welcomed her castle to any travelers or people who were homeless, sick, or dying. Hedwig was also said to have lots of courage. One time when Henry was at war with Conrad of Masovia, he was kidnapped at a church service, and with her courage she was able to convince Conrad to release her husband. As one of her personal mortifications, she began to walk around barefoot in the winter. She did this because she would rather have no shoes than seeing a poor person barefoot. When the bishop was aware of this, he demanded she have shoes. She didn't want to, but to avoid penance, she wore them on her hands. The people in her kingdom already considered her a saint, even when she was alive. On October 15, 1243, Hedwig died of great illness. She was buried in Srebrenica Abbey beside her husband. Although some relics of her are being preserved at Andex Abbey and St. Hedwig's Cathedral in Berlin. It was said that before Hedwig passed, she quickly grabbed a picture of the Blessed Virgin and held it in her hand, and so that's why, 25 years after her death, when they opened the coffin, everything was consumed except the 3 fingers that she held the picture with. She was declared as the patron saint of Silesia, Andex, and the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Wrocław. As St. Hedwig's feast day is celebrated on October 16th in the Roman Catholic calendar of saints. To officially be a saint, St. Hedwig had to perform some miracles. So some miracles that she had performed would be in 1274 around Easter time. The son of a judge had the disability of walking at 8 years old, and so his mother brought him to the grave of St. Hedwig and started praying for St. Hedwig to heal her son. All of a sudden, the son got up and got an egg near the grave, and he was actually able to walk. This miracle was witnessed by the priest who baptized him and also the abbess of the monastery. Another miracle that happened would be when she fell asleep one time reading the Bible by a candle. It caught on fire, but it ended up not being damaged at all. They said that a blind man's eyesight was restored because of this blessing. But those and other miracles, St. Hedwig was canonized in 1267 by Pope Clement IV